6 months. That's absolutely insane, Black Fox. Hello. Greetings. Good Monday evening to you all, and let's go ahead and get that puppet refreshed. Gotta refresh my puppet, everybody. Never thought I'd say that in context, but I am saying it now. And let me guess, you are using a different audio source. It's all in my head right now. It's all in my head. Using a different audio source. Using a different audio source. Ba-do-do-do-do-do. Disconnect. Ba-do-do-do-do-do. Reconnect. No. There we go. Oh, come on now. You're just being a poop now. Alright, hang on. There we go. That did it. Yay, Monday! Maker Monday, of all things. Which other sources? You'd be surprised, Black Fox, that there's a lot of sources that are at work here. Let's see here. Yep, time to make a Monday. Let's see here. Got some comic stuff to work on tonight. I've actually got some regular just doodle art that I've got planned for tonight. Let me get that up here, actually. Found some poses I liked. Starting off on the old Katya here. Yeah, at least trying to. I keep forgetting about all the different platforms I have, so I figured I would try to keep that going, or at least start that up again. So how is everybody's Monday going? Mine went pretty fine. My office is having a work from home week because of the holidays over here, so that is very relaxing for me. Not having to drive out to the office is a great little boon, I will say. Deal, yeah. Let it thaw out nicely, and then give it a good rub down with any spices or fixins that you got. And let that sucker sit. Yes, hello, eyes. Katya has them big old peepers. I'll change that expression a little bit. There we go. Beef, mushrooms, gravy, potatoes, carrots, spices. Nicely, nicely. That will be a tasty roast, I think. Hey, Gray. Good to see you. And good to see you as well, Ferdy. I didn't forget. And thanks, yeah. I saw this post today and I was like, I like this and want to try this with Katya. I think the sketch came out good enough. I'm just doing it in pencil for some reason because I just wanted to do pencil. Thinking of starting to offer like $10 sketches, stuff like this, basically, like single character, single pose. Stuff that I could reasonably do in some downtime. Hey, Blue! Welcome! Oh, we gotta give Blue some applause. Always nice to have Blue on board. The more colors, the better. That's what Tiamat says. I feel like we're in a like the great room at a church. All it's missing is like donuts and coffee. Everyone's just saying hi. I love it. Frank, Steve, Margaret, hi. Is that Folgers? Catherine, has that been brewing on the bottom of the pot all day? I'm kidding. Guess who's familiar with being at a church? How's everybody doing? Just seems like it's a nice, chill Monday. I mean, I enjoyed it. I was working from home. It was raining all day. Took Roscoe out in the morning. It was fine. Then I took him out later in the afternoon. It was just pouring rain. I was like, oh my god. No wonder today's great. You got sick from your lunch. Aw. I should have gotten sick from my lunch. I had oatmeal, and I'm pretty sure the milk was just about to turn. Like, just about to turn. Aw. What did you have? Aside from indigestion. Wow, wow, wow. It's all fun and games here on the Fabian Zib party, several hours. Also being joined today by Roscoe's butt. See his little feeties? Actually, all 4 of his little feeties are in frame. So his head isn't. He's good at that. Oh, falafel and rice. Oh, man. It sucks. I am sorry your lunch made you sick. May those responsible befall the following curse. May the fleas of 1,000 camels infest their armpits. There we go. There you go. That's vengeance. Vengeance provided by Fabian Zeb. Yeah, I just had oatmeal. And for dinner, I had some leftover Japanese food. It was the apple cinnamon kind, because that is the best kind. Although I'm pretty sure that's an entire like wing of the Quaker beliefs is the whole oatmeal thing. Yeah, well, we were almost there today, Black Box. Almost there. I like how the auto mod was just like, I'm holding this message because it has aggression, and it's just like, that's not aggression. With Birdie, that's practically a hello. Oh my gosh, you don't have to get so bent out of shape because I joshed about your belief system. Actually, if I am bothering you about that, then I will stop. Ooh, caramel apple jam, like apple pie in a jar. Okay, so I have to point this out. Somebody had made a I don't know why this keeps doing this. Go back to the headset. Thank you. There you go. Somebody had made an appleless apple pie, and I wanted to slap them. Like, I was really. Peaches and cream oatmeal is actually very good. When I was younger, all I could stand was the brown sugar and cinnamon, and I've grown since then. But yeah, how does that work? Basically, you replace the apples with apple juice. Imagine a lemon bar. It's essentially what it turns it into. It's an apple lemon bar. No lemon, just it's an apple bar, essentially. But it's like appleless apple pie. And I'm like, it's not only cheating, it's taking one of the best things the Dutch ever gave us and just throwing it to the wolves. It's rude. It's disrespectful. And to quote the great Michael Caine, there are two things in this world I cannot tolerate: intolerance of other cultures and the Dutch. I cannot imagine where in the like. I mean, I don't understand like where in the mind sphere you have to be to think that adding apples to an apple pie is somehow either oppressive or bad. Do people not know how much vegetables and fruits hate us and how they wish for our demise constantly? We're just lucky they don't have arms. But we have arms, not only to defend ourselves, but to hug with. I mean, I would like anyone to not listen to the amazing Real Big Fish song. Oh my god, why can't I remember the name? That tells you how long it's been since I've listened to Real Big Fish. But basically, it's about how plants are innocent and we should eat meat. It's stupid. What you could say about 90% of Real Big Fish's stuff. Same thing with Skink and Pickle. God, who else? Apple crumble pie, very good. Pecan pumpkin pie. I mean, you could just take those apart and just make one pecan, one pumpkin, I'd be fine. I would destroy the pecan pie because pecan pies are amazing. But then again, yeah, pecan pie, it's essentially like a pecan bar. There's very little in it that's pie-ish, you know? Am I talking too much blue? I'm sorry. I'll go away. I'll get out of your hair. I'm so sorry. I'm back. No, I've never had a pecan pumpkin pie. I've never had one of those. I can't believe they're a thing. I can. Honestly, I can believe they're a thing. I don't know why I thought that the Kisuke hand puppet thing was going to be such a big deal. I was like, yeah, I'll make a puppet out of it, and it'll be great. It's just like, it's a thing. That's all it is, man. It's not that big of a deal. It's kind of a throwaway joke in the narrative anyway. Oh, so funny enough, oh, come on, puppet. Puppet. Stop being a butt puppet. Stop it. There we go, that's better. Funny enough, I had mentioned the other day, Mass Effect and possibly streaming it. I was just like, I should load it up and see how it works and if everything is cool. And I threw it on my gaming PC, and I forgot that I was about 5 minutes away from the first game being over. It was just funny because I was just like, oh, I am fighting Saren now. Okay, all right, good deal. Spoilers, Saren's the bad guy. Not much of a spoiler because you see him execute a good guy on screen. You kind of figure it out. You solve that mystery pretty quick. It's like a normal pumpkin pie with a layer of caramelized brown sugar with pecan on top. Jesus Christ. If that isn't, like, the source of diabetes, I don't know what is. Why did I draw this towel like it's a freaking lasagna? There. It's true. It literally is the kickoff to the quest. Although I do get so annoyed at the end of the first game when you choose to protect the Destiny Ascension and save the Council. It's just like, well, yeah, because they help run the whole galaxy, so it's like, yes, we should watch out for them. Plus, kind of makes humans look good, now that we're trying to be part of the whole intergalactic community and all, and that we're not killing each other anymore. But I love that in the very next game, the same guy who tells us, like, you have protected us against the Reapers, and it was very important, and you're a very big hero. In the very next game, they're like, ah, yes, Reapers. And now, random updates with Black Fox. consolidate that hair a little bit. It's a little goofy. I like how I'm like haphazardly sketching things. I'm just like, no, actually, you're trying to make this look nice. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, you do fine. There we go. I think that's pretty nice looking. Just forgot about the itch program. Gotcha. The itch platform, itch.io. Gotcha. Yeah. I also found this pose today, and I liked it a lot. I'm trying to figure out who I should use. I mean, Hiroko is probably going to be the one I use, but I could do another Kaeya too if I wanted to. Kisuke in a Japanese Japanese swimsuit, huh? Well, hey, I'm Kisuke. I'm from Ushiwaka Prefecture. Hi, and I'm on the swim team. Hiroko, eh? Not sure if I'm familiar with Hiroko. Yeah, this one was my idea this time. Get that zip guy. It's comfortable and easy to wear, like shorts. Well, let's just... Actually, why don't I just doodle the girl in there? Oh, I'm sitting here trying to figure out, like, what is wrong with my pencil settings. It's because when I'm doing the kind of the outlines here, I use the graphic pen. Because it helps me get the lines without having to worry too much about the the line weight and everything, I just get it on there. This body might also be a little too large for Hiroko. I have to slim that down a little bit. Let's take that down a couple notches. Translating them into kind of the forehead height. That's a bit better. Alternatively, I could have probably just enlarged the head, but I chose to do the easier thing. Yep, a good haircut and a good clean that definitely makes you feel better. Definitely better. No one's gonna get a Rain Man reference, Zib. I'm not sure I even really did. Always go with easy, except when it's the space program. Then never go easy. That's from the old John F. Kennedy. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon and do the other things. Not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Despite being kind of a scumbag, he had some pretty good speeches. Yeah, pretty much. I gotta tame that booty. It's a little out of control here. I mean, most of his pose is out of control, so. I think my intent was to put her little nighty shirt thingy on. Kind of wrecks it, really. That's the graphic pen. I don't need that. I need the pencil. That watch is like time to stretch and be active, and it's just like I don't have time for your nonsense. Your absolute bonkers nonsense about getting up and moving. Who earns? So pretty chilled Monday for everybody, it seems. Aside from getting sick. kind of wish that I could tell my employer, like, if I wasn't feeling good, that I could just be like, yeah, I've definitely got a grumbly and the tumbly. I got to get out of here, and that they would take me seriously as opposed to being just like, technically this basically is like an HR violation. And I'd be like, ah, damn it, there's so many of those. Just texted your boss like, hey, things aren't going so well, like internally. Gonna catch you later. I have often preferred to change to flip the script a little bit when it comes to Rill. So I think the ladies' side of the hot spring would be the wild and woolly one. They'd always been trying to peek over the other side. Of course, the boys are like on the other side, like knitting, washing clothes, doing something very pedestrian. To figure out that boob here. I have to go over this sketch again here. It's a little fuzzy. I like this pose, but the positioning is really difficult. I'll just try that again. Hair might be a little too big too. Coming from me, that's a huge concern. It's a big hair. I know. I know, right? I mean, if the hair isn't like the Puma sisters from New Dominion Tank Police, is it even really big hair? Make some of that hot chocolate. Do it. Mess with those hands. They're proving to be an annoyance. I think the hips would be tilted a little bit further forward. Just looking at. This song definitely reminds me of Sam and Max. Wow, this puppet cannot stay like running for more than a few minutes, can it? Hey, buddy. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I know. Couldn't find any microphones, eh? That's not true at all. Several microphones. At least one. Oh well. We'll just mess with it later, I guess. Time not be attitude. Anytime. You wanted to not be a yutz? Okay, fine. I guess it's just gonna be a yutz. I think we gotta go back to the skeleton on this one because it's not hitting for me. There's nothing about this is hitting right. So I got my shoulders here. Okay, we got our spine here. It's S-curve because that's how art works, I guess. We got one hip here, one hip there. So let's see. Her left arm should probably be higher. If she's turning her head that way, the inverse kinematics should have her a little bit this way. So that would make this shoulder a little higher than the other, meaning that this hip would go up. Inverse kinematics. It's neat. Okay. I think I see the problem. It's closer. It's not exactly where I need to be, but it's closer. Biology. It's fun? Question mark. Come on, decent Katya. Inspire me. It might just be a little too hard of a pose. I might have unnecessarily thickened the torso as well. That might have been throwing me off a little bit. Let's see. I should turn off the Katya layers and see how that turned out. It's pretty good. It's not bad. Pencil work needs to be a little bit better, but still not bad. Okay. Let's see if we can't get anywhere here. Oh, you know what? Let's stick that other ear down. Hot Chalky acquired. Excellent. fine acquisition for a cool evening. This is looking better. Sometimes I just need to go over something a couple times just to make sure my pencil knows what it's doing. Oftentimes does not. Let's see, second. That's a bit better. It's not as exaggerated. Oh, just weird stuff that I was watching the other night. I watched somebody speedrun the King's Quest 6 in less than, I think it was less than 20 minutes. It's pretty crazy. The amount of weird little glitches that it had was astounding. She has accidentally dropped the towel like 20 times already. He's like, come on, just... He's not needing to be so overt. It's funny, when I got these two poses, I really didn't even think of making it a scene, but... works pretty well, I think. Where are the other... Okay, here we go. Let's work off of this one, then. That's exactly how it felt, just watching it. It was pretty incredible, just like... even the amount of moving glitches. They did the quote-unquote long run, so they went through the whole Land of the Dead thing, but, like, still, the game took, like, 25-30 minutes to beat. And I was upset because they skipped all of the good dialogue with Tony J. Tony J is absolutely one of my heroes. Man has a voice like grilled butter. If that's a thing. Oh, it absolutely does. It's just I like the game. I just think the game is good. He also showed a key command that allowed him to play Girl in the Tower at any time. Which, I was like, I mean, speedrun over. I mean, grilled butter, fried butter. I doubt you'd see such things in Texas, but, you know, you get a little further east. Louisiana. I'm sure in Louisiana. My God, actually, now that I think of it. I would really love to know why this song made me so emotional at the end of Persona 5. Like, it wasn't like an emotional moment. It wasn't like they were like looking out over a star field and the you know, the outline of their dead mentor was, you know, looking down on them smiling. It was really just they were driving in a van that was made out of a cat. That in itself was made out of shadows. But, you know, normal stuff. No, I have watched, yeah, Super Pitfall. I have seen the speedruns of that game. That game, there's probably a good reason why I didn't hear about it until I was much older. Because what a garbage pile. Like, geez, Super Pitfall, holy crap. Like, the amount of ridiculous things that you have to do just to play that game, like the way it's designed, stupid. Oh yeah, I mean there's pits and you fall in them. that's the extent, I think. Hopefully the mute worked on that. I hate it when a cough sneaks up on me and I have to, like, either swallow it or try to get to my Stream Deck. Oh, good. The mute worked. The snoot drooped. That might have also been one of my issues. The torso was extending too far back. Oh, we've apparently lost our Roscoe. So. Too much ass there. Goodness gracious. Something always gives me a little bit of trouble. Wait a minute. This was a pencil a minute ago, and now it's a coffee cake. I don't know what's going on here, but I do know that coffee cake does not draw well. At least digitally. I'm sure if I had like a digital coffee cake, that would probably work. If it doesn't crumble, I mean, you know what I mean. Like some of those coffee cakes, they're kind of dry. Not like a Kringle. You ever had the joy of eating Kringle? Oof. That's some good stuff. It is difficult. I would say that out-sneaking a kobold is probably top 10 most difficult things you could do that are kobold oriented. I don't know. I mean, there's a time and a place for bonuses, and I don't know if there's any earned bonuses here. That is not the kind of DM I am, by the way. I mean, the kobolds just become a dragon in form alone. They just have to stand on each other's shoulders and make big flappy gestures. Dragons flap. It says so in the scrolls. Yeah, Hiroko is just not hitting as hard as the Kaya is. I will say that. The Kaya is working out pretty good here. And if I, let's see, drop that, and then drop that. So just the pencils. If I bring that down, I can hit that another little bit here. Pencil, and let's go with 2.5. It's doing okay. I'm having a hard, like, this is driving me, like, this and this driving me crazy. And it's one of those things where I should probably, I mean, if I'm being honest here, I should probably. Probably do some just manual tilting here, because otherwise it's just gonna. Because her back's at this ridiculous angle. I'm not bringing her back to Chibi. We're not doing Chibi anymore. That phase is over. And if we take the whole thing. Ultra realistic chibi. I don't see it. I don't see it. Alright. I've thrown about an hour into these, so I think what I'll do is I'll try to clean up this this pencil for Katya a little bit more. And I don't know how that got there. What's that? How is there? Oh, there it is. Okay, I've got a 2.5. I have a stabilize. There it is. Oops. Too much level. You know, maybe I just don't want to do the pencil. Maybe I've done enough pencil. Just go straight up Sharpie. There we go. Perfect. Get the booty there. Until I can't tell the difference between how good this is. I wonder if I can get a good using the graphic pen here. Into the louver. Okay, let's see if I can't get like a decent bit out of this. That's a bit too much. 9. I do like the pen tool in Clip Studio much better. Let's get this into Clip Studio and then I'll mess with it there. Ah, dang it. Why does everyone's select tool have to be a little bit different? Okay. Okay. Gotta get that sniffer. Totally is. Close shut the jaws of oblivion. And now I'll die because my contract only stipulates that I need to be in the first 5 seconds of this game. Forget the fact that Sean Bean is even in this thing. Patrick Stewart's bit on that BBC show Extras is hilarious. If you haven't seen that, Patrick Stewart Extras, check it out. Elder Kings 2. Good old Argonians. Ah, gotcha. Speaking of lizards, Roscoe has a new toy. We got it on sale, but let me see. Let's see if I can find this here. Would you pause, please? Okay. Hopefully this will have audio. Give me a second. Music, you can chill for a sec here. Dude. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. There's something about the coloration of this lizard that or this toy that bothers me here, so let's see. There we go. Okay, let's see. Hopefully this will have some audio. Sorry for the loudness there. It's my boy. He did not. He was surprised with it. Yum, yum, yum. Yeah. He loved toy. That's my boy. He loved his toy. He made a point to bring it outside this morning when he went to the bathroom. which I thought was hilarious. He's just like, everybody look at my toy. It's just like, oh, buddy. You're just too cute. You're too cute. Too cute for everything. Can my puppet, like, not be a jerk for 5 seconds? How about now? Anything? Anything at all? Anything. I've really got to get a better option here for my puppet, because it's not really that good. For free, it's pretty great. Yeah, well, I mean, there's only so much ventriloquism one kobold can do before it starts getting annoying. Alright, let's try this again. Dude. Hey, there we go, and I'm talking again. But yeah, it was Roscoe. He was having a good time with his new toy. We've brought him to the store before to see if he'll pick out a toy by himself, but really he just kind of goes for the food. So we're just like, okay, no. We shall be the arbiters of the toy aisle for him. Food is a kind of toy, you're not wrong. It's just not the one that he needs so much. Despite the fact that he's a skinny little boy and we're trying to get him some weight, but we also don't want him to get too big, because that could hurt his little butt. Those little hips. Already has that narrow little butt right now. We're trying to get that butt a little more padded, so it looks more like his chunky little bee butt. Hour and 20 minutes, actually. Not that I'm counting. I just have a counter. hour has passed, and all I've drawn is cougar butt. Oh no. Somebody save me. I was hard pressed to find a GIF that I was looking for of Princess Alina from Dragon Quest IV. Specifically, I'm trying to find the front-facing sprite that is present when you fight a doppelganger and it turns into one of your party members. And a lot of the times it'll turn into your front line, it'll start doing lots of damage and everything. So I was trying to find the one for Alina, and it just doesn't exist. Like, I don't know what the issue is, but for some reason it just doesn't exist when I look for it. And I found the sprite sheet, but it was funny because I was like, well, maybe I could just build it from the sprite sheet and just use a GIF maker and just build it from that. And then I realized, like, there is no video of this creature, like, doing its stuff, like making its attacks. I actually spent time on YouTube just trying to find, like, evidence of this thing existing. It's like, I know where the thing is in the game. I know where this monster is supposed to be. Problem is, it's in the final dungeon. Like, it's literally in the last dungeon before the very end of the game. And it's like, I don't want to play through... I mean, I do, but I don't want to play through Dragon Quest IV all the way through just to get to this particular thing. Because two things are going to happen. One, it's not going to show up. Like, it'll you know, I'll get to the area where they're supposed to spawn, and they will never spawn. Or if they do spawn, they will only pick other party members. They won't pick Alina. The other thing is, I will forget, because I like that game, and I will just friggin' forget. I'll forget that that's what I'm doing. I'll be just like, I'm playing Dragon Quest IV, and it's fun. And it's, yeah. I know me. I know me a little better than me thinks that I do. Yeah, of course, I don't want to rush, you know, Dragon Quest. It's one of my favorite series. And if a new mainline Dragon Quest comes out, I might actually stream that. Oh, there we go. Nice little Kaya we got going there. Just not that far down the leg. Ooh, I got my Stabe back up. Stabes. I got shaky claws. There we go. That turned out pretty good, I think. Not quite the right perspective on those. You just saw the latest XKCD and you're full of tears now. You're made of tears. I have to see. I love our good friend Randall Monroe. Oh, that's a good. That's beautiful. Aw. Anybody who enjoys webcomics, I highly suggest XKCD. It is a beautiful and insightful and just great comic. You might not like Randall Monroe. I think he's funny. I think he's a very smart and funny dude. But yeah, no, that's great. I still remember the whole cancer diagnosis thing and how they kind of had a little bit of a fatalistic view about it because they were just like, yeah, I mean, the probability only gets higher that a resurgence of cancer will happen as time goes on. But I'm really glad to see that it's been 15 years without any sign of the cancer. That's so good. I'm so happy for them. Able to grow old. For some people that is a goal, and that's a okay. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Actually, what was it? Randall was the one who pointed out. I mean, it was for comedic effect, but he also mentioned that it was extremely important for other reasons. But he pointed out simple.wikipedia.org, which is dedicated to simplifying Wikipedia articles to make it easier for people who English isn't their first language to understand some of the concepts. And I mean, his point was it can be really funny. Like I suggest finding that one. It's a good comic. But but I had no idea, and I was like, "That's incredible! What a cool bit of Wikipedia lore that I did not know about." Oh, that's cool. I didn't know the nuts and bolts of it. I just knew from what the comic was, and when I read it, I was like, "That's really cool," and I checked it out for a little bit. That's cool. Yeah, I just thought it was really cool of Wikipedia to do something like that. I just liked his take on the fact that it can be unintentionally hilarious just with the way the vocabulary works out. And I don't think he was diminishing it in any way. It was really just this is really cool, and sometimes it makes really funny just syntax. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Yeah, strict rules do not typically have room for colloquialism, so I would say speaking, yeah, speaking, but online I would say very low. I'd say about half of that, which is the people that I've met. Wah, wah, wah. Present company excluded. Okay. Well, I'm relatively pleased with this doodle, and I will likely put this up at some point once I take the time to do so. Maybe even tonight. When I finish with the stream, I may put it up on the internets for people to watch and see. Hooray! Um, okay. Let's I'm gonna jump to some other drawing projects we have here. Oh, this was an old one. Uh, this was an old illustration that I had done a while ago when I was still trying to figure out Katya's armor, and I've since moved on from it. But I think what I'll use it for is a good base for Ottilie. So I'm gonna mess around with that tonight. It's one of those things where it's like I need to do something with it, or I'll forget. Yeah, this is much earlier. Uh, this is before they had their armor for chapter 5. Actually, I was still messing around with their designs a little bit. Let's take you into the sketchbook so I can sketch doot. Yes, save. Adelie is not as well muscled as Katya is. Did the music stop? My goodness. There we go. Oops, we're on the wrong layer. That's okay. Maybe we'll back up. I wonder if I increase the contrast on this so you guys can actually see it. Let's see, it's predictive stroke. Steady stroke. Oh. Oh, I see. It's kind of spline based. Interesting. Thank you, Saribot. That was very nice of you. I don't think I can raise the... Adelie also has kind of wider hips. She's considerably younger than Katya, but still. She doesn't have the big beefy shoulders. I mean, she doesn't need so much musculature because she's not swinging around a axe or anything. That's what blasters will do to you. Tommy's a little goofy here. Yeah, at the time, this was kind of a breakthrough illustration for me for Katya. Amazingly enough, it did actually help kind of establish more about how she and Kisuke interact. Not bad for a little throwaway doodle. Yep, it's a lore doodle. Eventually, when the Trapfinder's Dark Souls game comes out, you guys will read all about it in the item descriptions. I thought about it and I was just like, well, why don't I get some use out of this? Because I can use it to kind of help prototype Audley a little bit more. Wait a minute. This pencil isn't a pencil, it's a cookie. Man. Wish my writing utensils wouldn't keep turning into baked goods. These things are expensive, you know? Just had to replace this pencil, actually. Because she's not as athletic, she has a little bit of a bigger chest. I won't say she's like super muscular, but I'd say more like she's built more like Linda Hamilton from T2. I think that's kind of one of those things that happens in a more spacefaring kind of a universe or society. Oh my, what did I oh my? Ah, yes, Linda Hamilton. you could spend your time thinking about less cool people. And why would you? I've been on a real Terminator kick lately, so it's been a little bit of a thing. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is definitely the body type I'm looking for. I love the little trivia bit in T2 that when the T1000 turns into Sarah Connor, um, it's actually Linda Hamilton's twin sister playing the role. And I was like, that is just like that's the kind of magic that you get in movies. That's as grumpy as I get about the current state of movies and Hollywood and everything. Like that was a real kind of movie magic moment. That was all practical, you know, in a movie that was already full of amazing practical and digital special effects. It's super sick. I love that. Also, the my wife and I geek out about this all the time, but the fact that the original choice of I think it was James Cameron. It might have just been the casting director, but the original choice for the T1000's character was Billy Idol, which would have been awesome because Billy Idol has an awesome look, and he would have been a really good T1000. But the dude who plays him is amazing anyway. I guess that was when my wife told me that that was when Billy Idol had his motorcycle accident and he couldn't be in the film. But I was watching a little featurette of it a few years ago, and I remember that, yeah, Robert Patrick, he's amazing. It'd be so different, but I don't know, it would be so cool because it's Billy Idol. But yeah, Robert Patrick, he was talking about how he had trained in that scene where he and the T-800 meet for the first time. How he pulls out his service pistol and starts shooting John, or trying to shoot John, and the T-800 pulls him, behind him, and pew, 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 pew. While he was shooting, he wasn't blinking, and it was because James, I guess, had told him, he's just like, you're a machine. You won't blink when you're firing a gun. And it's like, it's instinctive that, when a gun goes off in your hands, you do blink or flinch at the very least. Dude did not blink. Like, he said it was super hard to do. But man, they got it. And it looked awesome too, because it's just like, ba, 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 ba. I thought it was so cool. He's got the look, though. He's got the look. Robert Patrick definitely had the soulless robot look, I will say. I like how Cameron just could not stop using, what's his name? Who was that? Michael Biehn. Michael Biehn? I think it was Michael Biehn. Michael Biehn, Cameron used him in the original Terminator. He used him in the original, not the original, but in Aliens. Dude can't get a break. I mean, he does pretty well, but then usually things kind of suck near the end. Coffee. The Devil's Brew. I do enjoy a good coffee now and again. This eve, I am back to my regular potion, Monster. Ultra Blue Hawaiian flavor. So yeah, she'll have wider hips. They kind of match the shoulders. Some long hauls out in space. She will also have the luxurious large cougar tail. For I am a merciful god. Of course, a tail this long and heavy would probably cause back problems well before her chest did, so... I mean, Billy Idol might have been weird, but, I mean, how about we just exchange the kid who played John Connor for the kid who played Budnick in friggin' Salute Your Shorts? He would have been an awesome John Connor. His career did pretty good in the 90s, if I remember correctly. He was also the voice of Montana Max in Tiny Toons. The 90s were pretty good to him. I would hope. Hopefully he didn't, like, crash out in some kind of horrible drug nightmare. Or, like, jump a flaming bus full of kittens into an orphanage. Specifically a kitten orphanage. Just kind of stream of consciousness talking while I am drawing butt. She will also have the landing lights. The lighter tummy. And, of course, the paw markings. Why wouldn't I include those? I think she would have some type of glovos. She won't have as pronounced a snoot as Katya. Initially, I had thought to have her markings go all the way down, and I kind of like that look, actually. It elongates her face a little bit more, makes it feel a little longer. It gives her more of a dour expression. Very cat-like. The chin is a little more rounded than it was on Katya. Cheeks are a little bit more prominent. Might even just give her a little smile, because that... kind of makes her chin big again. I think her markings go from the bridge of her nose to the bottom of her upper jaw. I think Roscoe went outside. He will be back shortly, I'm sure. He'll probably thunder on in here. Yay, I'm outside, I know you went outside, buddy. You're cold, you're wet. It's raining outside. Isn't it cool? Yes, it's very cool. You're amazing. I have to design some kind of hairdo for her. I could also just play around with those markings. Regular neutral expression. I wonder how that would look head on. It's an interesting idea. It definitely kind of pulls them up and out of the way. Not necessarily what I'm looking for, but it could very well be something like that. Let's kind of add a little volume around the nose. That's okay, it's just be the marking. And she's got the muzzle still there. Sorry, most of this stream is me mumbling to myself. So I apologize. In advance. I just need to figure out a good hairdo. I kind of like the one that Katya has here, but it's a little too wild. Not that I need something that's like super restrained or anything, but kind of looking for something that's a little easier to draw. Let's give her something more contemporary and short. There's the boy. Do I hear the distant thunder of Roscoe? I have not seen Roscoe Thunder in here yet. Disappointed. Oh, she probably has food for him. That's usually the easiest way to get his attention. Okay, so as long as the dulcet tones of my music here continue going, I'm going to take a very quick break, and I will be right back to you guys in just a moment, okay? So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, and I think what I'm going to do here, I'm going to jump into a comic page. Definitely need to get some comic work done. Let's see here. Comic time, apparently, for me. I'm trying to figure out exactly which one I want to work on here. There's one I actually have to redraw entirely. Maybe not entirely, but it's a few different cells, so I'll have to work on that eventually. Why is that in older stream art? That's odd. Let's see here. Sorry guys, trying to find something recent to work on. Okay, that should be good. That gives me a couple things to work on. There we go. that one is closer to where I want it to be. Why am I not getting anything here? Huh. That's the weirdest thing. It's not doing the pen tool for me. It's not doing the Milli pen either. What about the pencil tool? Nothing on the pencil tool. Okay, 1 second. I'll restart Clip Studio after I save everything. It's the only downside about having a bunch of different documents open at the same time. Okay, let's restart Clip Studio. There we go. Okay, that's better. Looks like I just needed to restart Clip Studio. Come on now. Okay, we were going to be like that then. Hey, buddy. Hi, sweetheart. It's Roscoe. He's sniffing. He's doing the sniffing thing. And now he's boom, right down on his bed. Good boy. He's a good boy, Roscoe baby. Yep, these snoofers are snoofing. No, he's just chilling out. It's what he do. I don't know what's all wrong. That's all wrong. Oh, that's the tool. Well, damn it. Alright. Guess that's just not going to do what I want it to do for right now. That's okay. And goodbye. He's a flighty one, that Roscoe. That's not fair. I can't get those from there. Stop that. Stop putting baked goods on my head. Or about my person. I mean, either way, it's going to be hard to run away. Dang it. I need reference layers. Do 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 do. Subview, that's what I need. Good grief, what is the creakiest fucking creaking going on here? Sorry about that, I was getting some kind of weird creak going on here. Hello, the boy. Wiggling your butt in here again. Hi. You're over there now. Hi, sweetheart. You sniffle at people? Hmm? You snuffle? Hmm? What can you do, Bubby? Bubby. I'm looking for crumbs. Yeah, you're looking for crumbs in all the wrong places, buddy. And away he goes. Eventually, I'm going to set it up so I have a remote camera facing his bed or the couch or something. Oh, excuse me. Oh, goodness. Oh. Long. Little bit. Don't you judge me. I can speak more than one language. So can Roscoe. Roscoe speaks fluent derp. Oh, you just use the freaking shape tool. Where is my W? W. There we go. Oh, this back of mine. Oh, stretch. Oh, stretching. Stretching. Sorry for the lack of commentary, guys. Just Kind of getting locked in. I don't have a whole lot to talk about, really. I have a short work week. That's about it. Working tomorrow and Wednesday, and then I'm off Thursday to Sunday, which we'll see how things go. Sure, why not? Fire away, Garen. Also, hey, Garen, good to see you. Oh, Arizona. Oh, wait, we're trying to prove we're not bots. Okay, room temperature. Specifically, my room. Molten. The only thing you're going to get out of molten styrofoam is like napalm, essentially. And who in their right or wrong mind would want that? I've got a question for you. Who was the president of tomorrow? That's a thinker. It's not. It's not even a very clever question, but... I think I could smell synapses in Gray's head frying at that statement. Who was the president of tomorrow? Ah. Fair enough. Absolutely fair. Absolutely fair. This is a fanciful stream where Kobold attempts to draw things. That's all it needs to be. It's all it's required to be. Poor Tedders. What was the most profitable sandwich you've eaten? I made a grilled cheese sandwich. It was really good. And it was actually golden brown on both sides. It wasn't burned. I'm as shocked as you are. The key is to obsess over it and watch it relentlessly. That's too much brown. Too much brown, Charlie Brown. That's the new special. I heard a redo of the Christmas Time Is Here song from Charlie Brown Christmas. It was like regular people singing it. I'm just like, the whole nice thing about that song is that it's sung by a bunch of kids. That's like how, despite the fact that it absolutely turns my ear every time I hear it, I still appreciate the fact that from An American Tail, that Fievel and Tanya sing Somewhere Out There, and they're both little kids, and they sound like little kids, and I love it. I think it's a great touch. God, I haven't watched American Tail in a long time. I would like to have like a Bluth marathon, but I'm pretty sure I would just throw myself into abject depression afterwards. Yeah, you know what, Chroma? That's I kind of ditched out of it after I realized that. I was like, you know what? Okay, I'll ditch this one in the mountains for the views. I actually was kind of disgusted at myself for a second there. So thank you for confirming that I am a monster. Well, I should be a monster. I have a challenge rating and everything. Is he PCs with challenge ratings? No, they have levels. Levels. Tiamat gave me 1/4 of a challenge rating. I'm going to use it to the best of my ability. Consarn it. Not going to see me running around at distant temples and trying to find magical artifacts. No way. Just going to go ahead and slap people with traps made out of garbage and watch them die. American Tail, the home of the most ungrowable, ungrowinable. That's not even a word. Home of a hat that cannot be grown into. I don't know who that hat is meant for. It's not meant for his dad. It's not meant for him. It is meant for someone much larger. Who's giving the Mouskowitzes these hats? Make sure you only watch American Tail and American Tail Fievel Goes West, because God help you if you watch the rest of them. No, none of that XP. No. I don't need your devil's points. I refuse to be a PC. I refuse to have class levels. Or class in general. So we do milestones here. Zib, for your incredible dedication to drawing this evening, I'm going to go ahead and award you a level. But for coming up with a terrible ice training video, we're going to go ahead and take that level away. And that level can't be regained. That level is packed up in a box, and it is heading back to the level factory. It's going to be disassembled. And you're going to have to live with that. You're going to have to live with that, Zib. You monster. Yes, I remember that. I remember that you took monster levels. Oh, that was early on. That was I believe I had married Mrs. Zib at that point. I was hosting D&D/Pathfinder at the hotel I worked at, and she had a awesome Knoll character named Rusty, and he was amazing. Yep. That was the origin of Rusty the Knoll. And he had defeated a green dragon, a young green dragon on his own. Heresy, I know. But he had defeated a young green dragon, and then he used its carcass to make a hat. And it's pretty great. I mean, it's just a normal dragon hat. You know, it's fine. And then he faced off against a black dragon at one point, and he sees the dragon for the first time. And he goes, "New hat!" And I immediately thought, this character is incredible, and I can never let this character die, ever. As a DM, I was like, I have to protect this one. I've been hatted. It's only a matter of time. I am fine headwear. Tell you what we're gonna do. Oh, there. Oh my goodness. Okay. Teddy, I don't want your kitchen to be completely theoretical here, but and I did the thing. Don't do the thing, folks. Don't do the thing. That should be a pretty easy one for most people to remember. Don't do the thing. If you're told to do the thing, remember, don't. Oh, don't go off of the rotation of the page. Oh, you silly, silly kobold. I have the shift button down. Would anyone like to paste Stratego? I have Stratego. Oh, Adam West, we miss you. Crazy son of a bitch. There is a movie on Riff Tracks that they play all the time that Adam West is in, and I agree with him. He is the most disinterested person in that film. Good old Stratego. I have not played Stratego myself in many moons. Zip said, this building needs non-Euclidean angles. Where was that? Backgrounds, they are always my least favorite part. I think that happens to a lot of cartoonists, though. Oh, damn. All right. I think I'm going to take a minute and I'm going to color that Katya piece and put that up. I think I'm pretty good for tonight. I'm actually pretty tired. Lots of drawing though, so appreciate you guys being with me here. I am going to leave it here. I should be back on Wednesday as per the usual, and then Friday we'll see how we feel. We might be available, we might not. It's going to be a long day, so in any case, thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for chatting and hanging out with me. It was really nice, and I will catch you guys later this week, possibly Wednesday. All right, everybody have a good one. We'll talk to you later.